Is this my old layout? No, it is not. This is the official overlay for the uh, Winner Die Cup. In a momento, guys. Just waiting for it to load. Do, 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 do. This needs to be... That's on the wrong page. Un momento. Du, du hast mich. And then finally we do that and boom. Du, du hast. Du hast mich. Du hast mich. Du hast mich was. Du hast mich was. Du hast mich was. Yeah, no, not yet on the cartel update. I did see parts of an interview that was done with Tyler the other day. It was posted into the Schedule 1 Discord server. Alright, really quickly, I'll apply to the team. I also need to update the score because the team names are wrong. TWF Games versus COC Avengers. Something needs to be done about that. And do I have this set up to center? I do have it set up to center. I don't know why it's not. Probably because of spaces that I've put, because if everything's set to center, there should be no spaces. There we go. All right. TWF Gaming are Team A, so we're going to apply to them because that's how we do it. That's just how we roll here in the crypt. Eight or 9 PJ. This 10 minutes before the dude join. Okay, I've applied to join. Maybe do the names under each other. Nah, they're fine as they are. I do want to apply to the second clan though, just in case. They might be using the second clan for shenanigan reasons. There's no 17th in there either, so I'll assume that we have the right one for now. So we also got Sid Meier's Civilization 6 free on Epic Games. So if anyone hasn't claimed that yet, be sure and go and claim it. Yes, I got it, Summit. I made sure and get to get it. Don't you worry. Now, I played Civ 6 a little bit on my Switch, but just a little bit, so I don't know a lot about the game. So watch me stumble through it after these two wars, because we're going to start a game of it. If anyone has a recommendation for a first leader for me to use or whatever, please let me know. Preferably beginner friendly, that their economy thrives on something easy to work around. All right. I'm gonna go and take myself a quick break. I will be right back. War is due to be spawned in the next few minutes. I hope we get accepted. There was a rule book that I had to read for joining one of these tournaments that specifically said I couldn't join the second clan, so I can't even apply to COC Avengers and see what the crack is there. But yeah, look, our application is in, so we'll see what happens. I'll be back in a few minutes, guys. Keep an eye on the screen. Let me know if we get accepted when I come back. We're still not in the clan, which is problematic to say the least. Yeah, we didn't get an invite either. Okay, they're over here. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. I'm just gonna go make myself a coffee. Alright, we're back, everybody. Have we gotten into the clan yet? Tell me we have. Hey, let's go. They've yet to spin the war. Let's do an attack while we wait. Get our funneling done. I'll be right back. It's still up. You're right. Thank you. Appreciate you, MB. And Bat Bomb finishes it off nicely. All right, give me something good here. Come on. Come on. Ah. All right, war has been spawned. This is going to be TWF Gaming. They're under the banner of COC Champs. That's their secondary clan, taking on COC Avengers. On the side of TWF, we have Johnny the Beast, we got Ranch, we got Dentino, we got VTC Shanks, and we got Deruvik. And on the side of COC Avengers, we got be sure and follow, subscribe, and like on your respective platforms. We got Kimi, we've got maybe consider subscribing here on the Purple app. We got Shin, and we got King Arik. Is that a bat spell? That was six bat spells. By yourself, play away from here. On lessons learned in life, then from the dawn of time. First of two wars today, both for the win or die full cup. There's season 4. And we'll have Mercy and Bears for our second match today. There's no stopping anymore. Inside who I am, playing anything to prove. Yeah, Summit, if you're still over on the green up, you're gonna have to let me know a day that you're free and we'll play some Schedule 1, brother. Because it is a lot of fun. I have a lot of experience with the game. Do you have access to mixing yet? Because if you do, I'm going to change your life forever in that game. Take some Granddaddy Purple, the Purple Bud, mix it with energy drink, and then mix it with paracetamol. Predictions? Sure. I'll give you guys 10 minutes. Respect. Walk. What do you say? Respect. Walk. Are you talking to me? Respect. Walk. What do you say? Respect. Walk. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? No way, punk. Let's see if that makes things easier on me at all. I'm trying to make more room in my OBS so I can actually have room for all the beautiful different app chats that I have going. There's so many of them now. So that's what's recommended for the minimum size for you. You don't seem to have a recommended minimum. I'll go with that. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, I made a little bit more room for them now. Go Avengers. Let's have a look at some stats, shall we? Well, Avengers are ELO ranked 25 at the moment, and TWF Gaming are ranked 43. And in Avengers' last 5 wars, they've had 4 losses and 1 win, but all 5 of the wars have been against themselves from the looks of this. And with TWF, they've had 5 losses, with 4 of them being against themselves and 1 of them being against Benelux Esports. Skulls at them. Get a few requests going, shall we? Last couple minutes, get a prediction in, everybody. Get them down while you can. Get your skulls in. Try double up, triple up, or dare I say, quadruple up. What can you do with your skulls? You can do stuff like this. Whether you're watching on the purple app, the red app, or the green app, welcome into the crypt. If it's your first time here, I am Skulls, the Head Reaper. Pleasure to you. Pleasure to meet you. Be sure and pick yourself out a nice comfy coffin in the corner. We have 2 wars on the card today, both for the WOD. That's the Win or Die Full Cup Season 4. There's 2 Week 3 matches on the card today. So we have TWF Gaming taking on COC Avengers, and then after that we'll have Mercy and Bears, who will be featuring in a match against, hang on, I have it here, Dragon's Justice. Wait, you need to delete this one. Why? What did you do? Uh-huh. You're a funny guy. You're a funny guy, MB. Good to see you, good sir. And what's going on, Zexar? I see you in the background. Trying to be a little sneaky snake, but I see you. I see you. Alright, guys, first hit you in the next 60 seconds. We'll turn the music down just a little bit. Just a little bit. And we're live. Johnny the Beast gonna start us off. He's bringing roots. He's bringing Velks. Got 5 invis, so assume he's gonna start that world champion. But where's he gonna start? Down near the 3 o'clock side. Couple of rocket looms to snipe out the wizard tower. Hopefully get that Tesla as well. Nicely done. Helps to set the pathing for the world champion. Make sure she moves to the 3, then collapses in towards the core. Only 2 invis left though. Has invested a lot of his invis already in this open and hasn't really gotten that far into the base. Recon the Royal Champion. I'm having dinner while simultaneously watching the stream and Netflix. We'll watch Netflix later. I appreciate you, good bud. It's wartime. Troop launcher going to reinforce the main force. They make their way through in towards the core. Barbarian King with that snake brace on the outside, setting the funneling along with the Archer Queen. Try and keep these roots going into the base. Currently on the outside of the walls, not where you want to see them. Overgrowth spell has been down for a little while now. Should be seeing that wear off any second. There it goes. As the Eternal Thomas Pop going to protect these roots as they try and make their way past the Town Hall. Sneezy working on the Town Hall along with that E-Tine. No, that's the Royal Champion making her way through. Sniping down a couple more defenses along the way. Looking to get that fire spitter. Beautifully done. Second overgrowth was invested on the 6 o'clock corner. Avoided the monolith with that overgrowth though, so he's going to have to deal with that. Skeleton spell distraction. Barbarian King, couple of roots and giants make their way through to the 6 from the 9. Main force tried to path around to the 3, but all the roots seem to have died off. Now that crush on water locking on and finding target on that Archer Queen from a distance. Frosty has gone down, still at the Grand Warden, still has the Sneezy. World Champion still marching through with those Electro Boots, finally goes down as well. Less than 30 seconds on the clock, 15% of the base left to go, quite scattered. It's not going to go through as a triple, I don't believe. Can he make it last the full 3 minutes though? Makes my job easy if he does. All I have to do is change one number in the time. Hold out for 10 more seconds, please. Full 3 minutes, 96%. I believe that should be 19.2. We'll double check that, but yeah, 19.2. Perfect. That'll be a 2-star to open the war. It does indeed, Dexter. It's point 0.2 per building, so a quick way of doing it is if it's 20% for a full 100, 96 is minus point 0.8 because that's 4 buildings less. If it's point 0.2 per building, 4 buildings is point 0.8. Face in the mirror is all I see. Starting off with that Royal Champion down at the 6 o'clock corner. A couple of quakes to get a little bit of damage, chip damage done on that monolith. Still has 6 more invis to go. This is Roots and Vokes. Looking to carve a path through this 6 o'clock corner. With 5 invis left, might have enough steam to get to that Crusher Mortar. Spirit Fox also behaving for once, but oh, Spirit Fox has gone down. But does take down the Crusher Mortar. %16 value on that Royal Champion Spirit Walk. Nice recall. Did lose the Spirit Fox. Down come the Roots. Down come the Valks. Ice Golem the tank as well. Archer Queen at the 3 o'clock corner to set the funnel. Grand Warden and Apprentice Warden in tow. Redeploy of the Royal Champion. Loons to test for traps. And the healers. Now we're going to lock down the Town Hall as well as the Ricochet Cannon and the 2 Inferno Towers. A nice value. Barbarian King with that Archer Queen in support, helping to clear out the right hand side. Keeping the funnel nice and tight for these Roots inside the base. Overgrowth should be wearing off any second. Beautifully timed Overgrowth. Everything there ready to just collapse back in towards Town Hall. Finally using that Eternal Tome. Going to protect the troops as they make their way through that core. Got a good spread here. Should tear through what's left of this top half. Overgrowth left on the 9 o'clock. Make sure the troops go the way he wants. Now Archer Queen goes down to the enemy minion Prince. Still has the Barbarian King, still has the Royal Champion and the Grand Warden in tow. Still has the Barbarian King's ability as well. Should have that spiky ball, which he does. Holding on to that spiky ball as long as possible. Still has snakes in tow. Barbarian King getting low on health though, and that's a forced ability. There goes that spiky ball skipping across the base. 30 seconds left on the clock. 83% of the base down. Wow, it was looking so strong. 87% 2-star. I think it's 17.4. Yep. 253 on the time. All right, here we go. 11 Invis Spirit Walk Dragons. Starting off the Royal Champion in between the 9 and the 6. Now, already invested 3 Invis into this. There goes number 4. 7 left to go. Overgrowth being invested very early here as a redirector for the Royal Champion. Interesting choice. Royal Champion goes down. Oh no, Spirit Fox annihilated too. Siege Barracks down at the 3. Giant arrow across the base. We'll have dinner soon. No worries, MB. Royal Champion did go down early here. Let's see how much that affects. Did not get the funneling he wanted, but Dragons have already split off down towards the bottom corner. And Charlotte Tom was popped to protect the Dragons as they try to make their way through the core. Rage Spell Tower's popping. Manages to secure the second star. That was looking a little bit hairy there for a second. Still has some cleanup troops over at the left-hand side. But once they move in range of something that can hit them, it's game over. $59% to start. Which will bring it to 31 as their total. And time 2:41. Avengers reply due at the 25-minute mark. $75% too is enough for them to take the lead. Not even 75. That's just to make it even more secure, to be honest. 69% 2-star or above will be enough to secure the lead here for COC Avengers. We're live. No one is 3-star yet. That's very true. Here we go. We go for another Spirit Walk Dragons. Let's see if the Royal Champion stays alive long enough to get through the invis this time. What on earth is this, chat? The blue spell next to the invis. I've never seen that before in my life. Is that the new Freas? Like, what? Looking like a much more successful Spirit Walk. Less than 2 minutes and 7 left on the clock. Last invis has gone down. 20% of the base down. Coming up to that 2-minute line, which is roughly where you want to be as you're bringing down the rest of the troops. Down comes the Archer Queen along with the siege barracks to clear out the 6 o'clock. Dragons will be placed on the alternative side of that 6. Couple of rocket loons to snipe out the wizard tower. Another splash damage. Now down come the dragons, down comes the Grand Warden, down comes the Minion Prince, Ice Hound in tow, gonna help tank some of those air defenses. The dragons make their assault run through the entry point. Eternal Tom has been popped. Protecting the dragons as they pat their way in towards Town Hall. And we do have lava mites coming out of that siege barracks after finally popping. It's looking quite clean. Just under a minute left, 20% of the base left to take down. Has troops on both sides and coming through the middle, looking like a strong pincer maneuver here on the end. Also has the headhunter on clean up at the back end, because why the hell not? That was clean. Avengers with a triple. Average time goes up a couple, down a couple seconds, wasn't it? 46 now. 2 minutes 36. Not bad at all. Champ supply due at the 21-minute mark. Champs again, TWF Gamers. Or TWF Games, I should say. And on the wings of a dream so far beyond reality. Alright, CSC Champ supply due in now. Give or take 30 seconds, so any second now. There we go, round coming in. Four invis, roots and Valks has two overgrowths on this. Have the spiky ball and the snake bracelet, the giant puppet and the giant arrow, healing tome and the rage gem, and rocket boots, rocket spear and the electro boots. Starting off in between the 12 and the 9 with that royal champion, electro boots in tow. Also, it's the Spirit Fox. Spirit Fox staying alive for now, not being too much of a burden. Oh, never mind. Spirit Fox has gone down. As I said that, I found the ring of the going around the Spirit Fox's head, and I was like, oh no, never mind. Nice recon, the Royal Champion. Giant Arrow skipping across the base. The Spirit Fox just does her own thing. She's a free spirit. You're never going to tame her. She'll do what she wants to do. Log launch again, nice value. Should open up these walls with the final log there. Beautiful. Quake in tow as well. Help get a little bit deeper and close to that town hall. Return Tom now being popped to protect the roots as they make their way up from the outside of the 6 up towards the 3. Poison spell invested on the enemy CC. The giant from the Queen's puppet going to intercept the CC as well. We have Yetis out of that log launcher. As they take damage, they will release Yeti mites, which will bounce away to hit other defenses around the area. Just over a minute left, 30% of the base left to go. Another overgrowth invested. I see at least 2 walls he's going to have to go through. Spiky ball skipping across the base. Getting some chip damage on the defenses around. Super Barbs to clear out the mortar. 6% left, just under 30 seconds. This should be a triple. Ten seconds left. Come on, Archer Queen. Get it down. Close one, but they do secure the triple. That'll bring them to 7. %51 even. And their average time is now 2 minutes 45. A high enough 2 stars enough for COC the Avengers to keep the lead. Off the top of my head, I think it'd have to be... I think again, 69% 2 star. Now this is interesting. We're seeing heavy investment in invis, like we would see with a dragon attack, but it's roots and bulks. So sacrificing the overgrowths on this. No overgrowth for that push for the roots and the bulks through the core. We do see the fire spinner on this base. Awful lot of value out of that core from that Royal Champion. And a recall. Managed to get the Spirit Fox out of there too. Siege Barracks down along with an Icy. Here come the Roots. Down comes the Grand Warden. Valks, I'm assuming, in tow there as well. Can't see. Oh, there go the Valks there. Loons the test for traps, and of course the healers. Now he's chosen the far side from the town hall to come in here, which could be risky. Especially with no overgrowths. Turn it on pop to protect the troops to make the way up towards the 9. Icy does pop, freezing down a couple of those defenses. The Barbarian King in tow with skeletons from those witches. Invis spell tower does wear off as the Barbarian King gets to the outer skirts of that town hall. Enemy minion prince intercepting. And that's exactly 69% 2 star, so anything above this is a bonus, but that is what they needed to secure the lead. Everything after 69 is just the extended lead. That's what she said. Ten seconds left, 8 buildings left to go. Not going to have enough for the triple, but will have enough to secure that lead. 1.4 off, I should be 13.6 added on. Is that exactly tied now? You're joking me. Surely not. No, 56 in favor of Avengers right now. Two stars. And average time right now has gone to 2:44. So there's 25 buildings in it right now in favor of Avengers. TWF trying to come back now, starting off with a Spirit Walk. Takes out that right hand corner. Decimates it completely, leaves it completely barren. Has two overgrowth spells to invest on this. This is going to be Roots and Velks. We see the Troop Launcher on this as well as a reinforcement technique for that push. A couple of Super Barbs over at 3 o'clock sides. Now it's interesting, deploying his loons into the Teslas. Ice Golem at the corner along the Barbarian King. We do see the roots down. Down come the Grand Warden, Apprentice Warden, Archer Queen, Troop Launcher, and of course those healers. I'm assuming his Valks have been deployed somewhere in that mass. Headhunter as well. Overgrowth there on the left hand side. Going to try to force these troops into the core and around the left. Until time popping. Ice Golem from the CC also popping up. Wasting a lot of that ability's time. Once again, guys, if you're enjoying the content, be sure and hit that follow button or subscribe on your on whichever platform you're watching from. Crusher more are launching those blocks, dealing a little bit of splash damage to all those snakes that's coming from the king, holding up this attack just a little bit longer. 29% of the base left to take down, 50 seconds left on the clock. Royal Champion just gets absolutely annihilated. Down goes the Barbarian King any second now. Does go to the Phoenix, but not going to have the power to push through on the back end here. TWF will go to 9. Average goes to 68.2, and the time 2 minutes 46. Huh? Whoops. There we go. KME coming in. 5 invis, 2 overgrowth. Starting off that Royal Champion, of course. Spirit walking it up. Roots and Valks to follow up. China across the base from the 6. We also see the log launcher. A couple of quake spells invested. Barbarian King just to the left of the Archer Queen. Skelly spell on distraction duty to the left of the Barbarian King. There as the snakes start to pop. Log launcher getting huge value on that town hall. Down it goes. Should get plenty of chip damage from that log launcher onto that monolith and hopefully open up the walls just before it pops. Main push of the roots and the Valk started from the 9 o'clock side. And that hook trap pulling in the Barbarian King. Pulled in something anyway. %25% of the base left to go. A minute on the clock. Second overgrowth should be wearing off any second now. Unfortunately, his troops are probably going to have to path back to that. Timing on his overgrowth's not bad at all, though. $30 seconds left. 7% of the base left to go. They've secured their lead. Either way. 93% to start. Average is now 74.6. And average time 2 minutes 41. Alright, final attack due in at the final attack for TWF due in at the 5-minute mark. Exactly, that's what it says. Stand up the world champion in between the 6 and the 3. More in the 6 than the 3. Two more invis to go, so just getting a little bit of value here. Looking to break the ring of defenses and set the pathing. Do have a troop launcher on this attack, but maybe switched out. We'll see. Recalling the Royal Champion. Minion at the 3 o'clock corner to clear the trash over that side. Will eventually be taken out by the not the bomb tower, but probably the crossbow. Maybe the fire spitter. What are you talking about, MB? It was always 68.2. Main force looking okay as it makes its way towards Town Hall. Oh, excuse me. 45% of the base down, a minute and 30 left on the clock. Turn on top, pop, protect troops to make their way towards Town Hall. This will not be enough for the triple. And 4.2, 4.36. $85.8. 85.8, I believe, is the final score. 85.8 it is. So that means 62% 2 stars, enough for Avengers to win this. Final average time was 2 minutes 49. Starting off with the World Champion down at the 6 o'clock side. Has 3 more invis to go. Two overgrowth on this as well. Roots and Valks. True Launcher is the siege machine. We do have the spiky ball and the snake bracelet. Healer puppet and the giant puppet. Eternal Tom and the rage gem. And then of course there's Electro boots and the rocket spear. Archer Queen instantly pops over on the right hand side. Ice Golem pops as well, freezing down the defenses. Funnel being set by those Roots and Valks that have been placed with the Grand Warden and Apprentice Warden right beside the Troop Launcher. Troop Launcher will continuously throw those barrels to reinforce the Roots at the front of the pack. Overgrowth invests on the Town Hall compartments. Now, should be careful not to leave this Town Hall standing too long. It is required for the win. Have to make you ready for the restaurant? Well, enjoy, good sir. Less than 60 seconds left. 25% of the base, but has secured the second star, so has already secured the victory. The winners will be Avengers. Alright, we'll update the title. Gotta clear the scoreboard. Un momento. Gotta clear our scoreboard off.
Emotional damage.
Who's emotionally damaged other than Slay? Of course. Fail to change. And who's emotionally damaging you, Slay? Surely not me. Surely not little old me, Slay. Merc Bears. And they're taking on Drag Justice. Close enough. Update our title on both sides of the coin. We gotta kick it where we kick it, you know. Then we gotta do the thumbnail. Bam. Nobody is. I just like that sound clip. Yeah, I know. Every time I hear it, I'm like, oh, it's Slay. Before I even look at the chat, I know it's you. And I'm starting to burn the million doses, and I'm starting to get an affection. I should probably start dumping some loot into walls. Let's do 9 million into walls. And then another like 6 million into walls from the gold. We'll upgrade a mortar, then that'll give us time to farm. I just need to start clearing as much as possible for me there. We'll do bat wave from here, freeze down both the wizard tower and the heavy crossbow, so our ground troops are protected here a little bit as well. Let's freeze down that eagle artillery while we have a chance. Freeze down the final wizard tower on the back end before the bats get annihilated by the splash damage. Easy triple. Alright, war has been spun. We're just waiting for them to actually hit the accept button. Let's get a prediction going, because I know you love your predictions here on Twitch. So you got Mercy and Bears, you got Dragon's Justice. You also got, I'll give you guys 10 minutes. And once again, guys, welcome to the crypt. Whether you're watching on the purple app, the green app, or the red app, hope you're all having a wonderful time. You're more than welcome to hit that follow or subscribe button. Be sure and give your soul to the Reaper and pick yourself out a nice, comfy coffin. And if you're really enjoying it, then maybe consider subscribing here on the purple app, or maybe even.
Toss some bids at your streamer. Your wallets are plenty. Your wallets are plenty. Ho ho.
I still love that one. It's so self-indulgent. I love it. This will be our second one of the day, guys. Then we have to decide what we're going to play. I have a new simulator game. I downloaded Delta Force. I got Sid Meier's Civilization 6. We got Tony Hawk. We got a lot going on now. 2 minutes to the end of the prep day. Of course, as per usual, we will have a 45-minute war day with the first hit you win at the 37-minute mark. Then teams will alternate hits every 4 minutes after that. And where are we all watching from today? Who's working and lurking? Who's chilling like a villain? How are we sounding on the respective platforms? Everything nice and clear? Seems quite clear from what I can tell. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah, seems okay. About to go bang bang pew pew for a game or two on Warzone, then go back learning modeling. Sounds like fun, man. Enjoy. Predictions are live, everybody. Get them in while you can. Maxie, what's going on? Long time no see. How have you been keeping? Do a quick rundown of the teams. On the side of Mercy and Bears, we got Galisto, we got Headshots, we got Esk, we got MRC, MWG, and we got I Win, You Lose. And on the side of Dragon Justice Esports, we got Comet, we got Be Sure and Like and Subscribe Eagle, we got Mohawk, we got Starlord, and we got FZ's Chetty. We're just gonna call him Chetty. Whew, it is hot again. Probably because of all the coffee I've been drinking, but still. But yeah, Maxie, how have you been? What have you been up to? Haven't bought a new vape in like a week. Once this one finally stops working, you're done with nicotine. Nicely. I feel inferior to you as I will never stop. It's been nice. Ew. I'm kidding, of course. No, I'm glad you're having a good time with it, man. Like honestly, if it's making you feel better and stuff like that, then all more power to you. So Slay, I got a new simulator game. It's called Pumping Simulator, which is funny as it is, but it's a gas station simulator game. I don't know if I want to play that Tony Hawk or Master Duel or what. Like, that fit girl you introduced me to has seriously broken my amount of choice. Alright, first face due in at the 37-minute mark, guys. Just over 60 seconds away. Nice. What's a tolerance break? I am kidding, of course. I know what you mean. Maclick, thank you for the first time chat. You looked Mercy and Bears are top performers right now. Mercy and Bears are the old Quantum Bears who done very well before they even became Mercy and Bears, so that doesn't surprise me. But yeah, you'll be able to watch them all the time here on this channel because I do stream for them officially, so I specifically look for Mercy and Bear matches. Oh, we're live. Here we go. Galisto to start off, is it? No, I win, you lose. Let's see if he wins and they lose. Starting off with the Royal Champion in the 12 o'clock side. Has two overgrowth on this. It is going to be Roots and Vaux. Nicely done to clear out the 12 o'clock corner. Set one side of the funnel. GG, then we are doomed. Dragon Justice. Oh, you're play for Dragon Justice or are you a supporter? Overgrowth spell invested on the core of the base. Locking down that town hall as well as one of those what on earth is that he's in the locking down? I only recently came back to Clash. I'm still learning certain defenses. You play for them? Okay. Well, look, good luck. Anything can happen in hard mode. Do not sleep on hard mode, as I always say. Town Hall has been secured. 38% of the base down. And it was the Hook Tower. Okay. Hook Tower did manage to snag one of the healers as it floated within range. Going for another shot. Gonna grab that Sneezy. That Hook Tower putting in overtime right now. Overgrowth spell has been invested to lock it down. Try and prevent it from snagging any more troops as they pat their way through the 6. Totally distracted. 54% of the base down. 60 seconds left on the clock. Troops completely dying off. Unfortunately, looking like this is going to be a 2-star to open the war. How high can you push the percentage here now is the real question.
Emotional, damn it!
I know. Why do we have to speak about my emotional damage on stream? Why'd you have to make it public like that? Why you gotta do me like that, Slay? God damn. Two stars, 78%. $15.6 on the average damage, and the time was 2 minutes 54. Alright, Dragon Justice to reply now at the 33-minute mark. Here we go. $11 Invis, Spirit Walk, Dragon Cleanup. Starting off at the 3 o'clock side. Got that Grand Warden with those Electro Boots, and of course, I'm assuming the Haste Vial. Yep. We have swapped out the Barbarian King for the Minion Prince on this. Has the Henchman Puppet and the Dark Orb. We have the Healing Tome and the Rage Vial. Then we also have the Healer Puppet and the Giant Arrow. Six more invis to go. Has lost the Spirit Fox. Royal Champion getting absolutely obliterated by that Crusher Mortar and a couple of extra giant bombs. Managing to stay alive though. Still has 3 more invis to go. But down goes the Royal Champion. 13% of the base down. Pathing a little bit more wonky than he probably would have liked there. Giant Arrow skipping across the base. Siege Barracks in tow with that Archer Queen to clear out the 6 o'clock side. We see a Dragon on clean up at the 3 o'clock side. Going to help try and set that funnel up a little bit nicer. Down comes the main force of Dragons just below the first one. There goes the Grand Warden with that Sneezy in tow. Rage Gem being used to help rage up those Dragons a little bit. Help them push through a little bit quicker. Waiting to pop that Healing Tome. Dragon's caught in the NATO trap as well as that Poison Spell Tower area. Rage Spell invested, looking to push these Dragons through the core, take down that Town Hall. Minion Prince ability used to slow down that entire left-hand compartment. Enemy Minion Prince intercepting the Dragons. Down goes the enemy Minion Prince. Couple of Super Barbs on the outside, cleaning up those resource buildings, trying to keep those Dragons in the core of the base. Has secured the 2nd star. 60 seconds left on the clock. 30% of the base left to go. Dragons falling. Super Minions doing their best for cleanup. It's going to come down to damage here. Two more buildings for the leads. 2 more for the lead. If they hit 79, no way. They're tied on damage on stars. So who's got the lead on time? Dragons have the lead on time by a good 24 seconds. that things are going wrong for me. Bears applied you at the 29-minute mark. Here we go. Galisto coming in for the Bears. 6 invis, 2 overgrowth. Gonna be a spirit walk to start. Roots and Valks to follow up. Starting off that royal champion at the 9 o'clock side, sniping on the bomb tower nice and quick. Does find a giant bomb. Hoping the Spirit Fox behaves herself. Does find 2 more giant bombs. Entry point baited. Tornado trap there as well. 100% baited. They had to have predicted that entry point. Good job to pull the enemy CC into the poison spell on the left hand side. Down come the Roots, down come the Valks, down comes Grand Warden, Apprentice Warden, Healers, Troop Launcher, got the Sneezy in tow, and those loons to test for the traps. Archer Queen just down to the right, helping with the funnel, making sure those Roots have nowhere to go but towards Town Hall compartment. Barbarian King to also help with that funneling. Interesting overgrowth placement. Force the troops to split. Nice spiky ball. Still has the giant puppet and those snakes. It's gone to the clone mirror as well, so there's a couple of extra Archer Queens who have already gone down, never mind. And 83%. Can we get one more maybe? Headhunter going for one more building. Can you get one more building? 85. And that's all she wrote. 85% 2-star. $32.6. And their average time now is 2:57. Five Invis Spirit Walk, followed by Roots and Valks. Starting in between the 12 and the 9. A crucial mortar finding a target for a second. Manager to get a couple shots off. Still has 2 more invis to go. Takes down the crucial mortar. The final invis has lost the Spirit Fox. Recall on the Royal Champion. Quake and a Giant Arrow in that monolith compartment. Log launcher down, gonna help break down the walls, make the way through into the town hall. It's the giant on the outside with the ice golems looking to break down the defenses, and as one pops, gonna slow everything down. Roots are down, Box are down, Grand Warden's coming down along with those healers, Loons, Sneezy, everything but the kitchen sink, redeploy of the Royal Champion. As the main force starts to push its way towards the 3. Overgrowth wears off, Town Hall comes back online. Needs to secure the Town Hall. Need to get at least 75% of the base for the tie here. Barbarian King with the spiky ball and the earthquake boots. Nicely done. If you can get the Town Hall, that'll be 75% of the base. 1 more building secures the lead. There it goes. And that'll be a 2-star. Average time 2:45. Okay, rocket loons. Fireball rocket loons. Starting off with the couple of rocket loons to snipe out exterior mortars. Fortunately, Builder going to work on that multi-mortars. It did not quite go down. Has put down the flame flinger at the 9 o'clock side. Waiting to see the Grand Warden. Oh, Grand Warden is down with the Angry Jelly down at the 6 o'clock. I'll be curious to see exactly what he's trying to target with this. This is going to be a long Warden walk for this, what I'm assuming is a Fireball. Fireball Rage Gem. Rocket Spear and the Seeking Shield. We have the Giant Puppet and the Clone Mirror. And then we have the Spiky Ball and the Earthquake Boots. Invis go down. A lot of Invis invested. Fireball straight to that Raid Spell Tower compartment, though. Goes off without a hitch. Beautiful damage. 2 minutes left on the clock. Still has 8 rocket loons left. Fire Spinner is still active, though. And then the multi-mortar finally outranging his flame flinger. Does manage to get it down, but it does. The multi-mortar does manage to take out the flame flinger, though. And out of that, we do have Yetis. Grand Warden still moving, has lost the Angry Jelly. Angry Jelly no longer attached, so Grand Warden will target whatever is closest to him, not just the defenses. No, Archer Queen ability has been used. Still has the world champion. Couple of rocket loons. Looking to snipe down defenses, make a clear path for the world champion here. There goes Town Hall. Groundwater managing to secure it. Everything else coming down. This is looking like a triple. World champion redeployed with that rocket spear, taking down the last few defenses from a distance. Hmm? Yeah, sure. So unfortunately for Dragon Justice, they cannot catch on this turn. They're behind by 3 buildings and unfortunately can't catch up on 100%. They will have to wait until the back half of this war to try and close the gap. Alright, Star-Lord coming in. Ten Invis Dragons. Spirit Walk thrown in, because why the hell not? Get it in the mix, you know? Completely decimates the 12 o'clock corner with that Spirit Walk. Still has another 7 Invis to go, 11% of the base down. A giant arrow skipping across the base from the 3 to the 9. Siege barracks with that Archer Queen to clear out that corner, set the funnel in for the dragons straight towards the core. Town Hall's already been secured. Has 1 rage spell left. The rest of the spells have been committed. Skeleton spell was used to distract some of those defenses, including the monolith, as the dragon pack approaches. Eternal Tome also being used now to protect those dragons as they path the way towards the monolith and through the Rage Spell Tower. Oh, not through the Rage Spell Tower, sorry. Now through the Rage Spell Tower. Crusher Mortar is online. Being raged up as well, flinging those boxes. Getting a little bit of splash damage with each one it throws. As long as it's not too low, they can afford a 2-star here. But they need to find a defense then and a triple. The star gap isn't too bad right now. It's only 1. 80% 2-star. So that'll bring Dragon's Justice to 6 stars. With an average of 48 even. And time 2 minutes 45. So time hasn't changed. This needs to be 2 minutes 48. It's a bit more than 3 buildings. It's 13 buildings. 13 buildings in the difference. Sorry, 23 buildings in the difference. Okay, we've got throwers in here. First time we've seen throwers today. Also going for a free ball blimp. Seems to have set nice pathing. What we got on this Grand Warden? Is there a fireball? Oh, we got a fireball on the Grand Warden, so watch for those invis. Prime real estate here in the middle. Right here in the middle. If I was gonna fireball, that's where I'd want to fireball. Fireball straight to the core. Down with those quakes as well. Absolutely decimates everything but the town hall, which is still standing. Does he have a giant arrow? He does not have a giant arrow. Oh, that's a missed trick. He could have sniped the town hall from there. E-Dragon to clear out the 12, though. That's good investments. Value to investment with what's been destroyed up there is great. And the main thrower force with the Grand Warden in tow. Couple of loons to test for traps to those healers. 61% of the base down, minute and 30 left on the clock. Looking okay. Spiky ball on the earthquake boot skipping across the base. World champion sniping down defense on the back end as well. This is looking seriously strong. Wow. There's either going to be a very high 1-star or he's going to get the triple. One or the other. There is no in between. And that will be the triple. So Dragon Justice Esports definitely need a triple here, otherwise they'll be 2 stars behind moving into the last attack. Meaning 2 stars will be enough for the Mercy and Veers to take the victory. Need to ask my sister when my stuff's arriving. So apparently for my bank, if I want to do online orders with my card, which I only set up a couple weeks ago, I have to set up some other app on my phone, which is just a pain in the ass. So I just got my sister to order it. But the controller, the thermal paste, and the anti-static brushes should be here in the next couple of days. She ordered them yesterday, so. Alright, here we go. Comment coming in. Big pressure on this attack. Definitely a triple needed here, you would think. Starting off with that World Champion at the 12. Does have the Spirit Fox, but the Spirit Fox doing Spirit Fox things. Spirit Fox, behave. No, down she goes. Bad Spirit Fox. The Spirit Fox has too much spirit. So much so she doesn't do as she's bloody told. Nice fun line with the Siege Barracks and the Archer Queen. Now main force down. Roots and Valks, Ground Warden, Apprentice Warden. You know the drill at this point, the usual. Everything but the kitchen sink because they started to push their way in towards Town Hall. Toronto being popped. Protecting the troops. They pat their way completely by the Town Hall. It's unfortunate. Hopefully something collapses back in that way. Nice spiky ball and earthquake boots to open up that Town Hall compartment. Redirects the routes. Take down the Crusher Mortar nice and quick, freezing down the Town Hall as the Poison Spell Tower goes off and the Town Hall artillery launches an area of effect. Seems like a lot of his routes went down. Overgrowth wearing off on the back end now as well. The two Inferno Towers having an absolute field day with these troops. Oh no. Managed to secure the second star, 50% of the base down. Less than 60 seconds left, just under half the base to go. Not a lot of troops left. Fortune is looking like a 2-star for Dragon Justice. Based on the damage here, Mercy and Bears might be able to win with a high enough 1-star. We'll have to check the damage at the end. %66% too. Unlucky to the guys. $61.2. Ouch. A 1-star is enough. Any 1-star is enough for Mercy and Bears to take the win here. 16% of the base down before that road champion is recalled. Remember, if S gets to 50%, it's over. $47, $48, $49, $50, and with that, Mercy and Bears are our winners. 11 stars, and the 50% will bring them to over 82%, meaning that they cannot be caught on damage by Dragon Justice, even if they do triple. Shit. Crap. What's going on, Stab? Been lurking, I see. Maybe a 1 star, but it's still enough to secure the victory. What on earth did you just put on? Oh, for God's sakes, watch live. Nice Spirit Walk open, still has 5 more invis to go. Secures Town Hall. We'll play out our prediction because unfortunately the match is already over. 15 seconds left on the clock. 14% of the base, 24% of the base left to take down. Not going to be able to get the triple, unfortunately. And that means Mercy and Bears will be our winners. They'll take the W in this week 3 match. All right then, that's it for us for Clash for today. GG's to all teams involved. What do I want to play now?